Kooyong Classic Live. Scores, schedule, results, draw for 2026 tennis tournament. After not being held in 2025, the Kooyong Classic is back in 2026 with some of the world's best players on show. The likes of Alexander Zverev, Nick Kyrgios, Alexander Bublik, and Donna Vekic will compete in exhibition matches over 3 days. How to watch Kooyong Classic 2026 TV channel, live stream. You can watch the Kooyong Classic on free-to-air television via SBS and SBS HD. The tournament can also be streamed for free via the SBS On Demand app. Kooyong Classic 2026. Schedule, scores, results day 2 scores. Wednesday, January 14th. Asterisk, denotes server. Date, time ADT. Match, court, result. Wednesday, January 14th. 10:30 a.m. Lena Tien, USA, versus Marin Cilic, CIO. CC. 7-5-4 to 6-10 to 7. Wednesday, January 14th. Followed by Denis Shapovalov, CAN, versus Jordan Thompson, AUS. CC. 6-7, 1, 6 to 3-10 to 8. Wednesday, January 14th. Followed by Donna Vekic, CIO, versus Alexander Ela, PHI. CC. 3 to 6-4-5 asterisk, live. Wednesday, January 14th. Followed by Elizabeth Mandlik, USA, versus Katie Bolter, GBR. CC. Day 3 schedule, Thursday, January 15th. Date, time ADT. Match, court, result. Thu. January 15th. 10:30 a.m. Daniela Hanchichova, SVK, versus Priscilla Hun, AUS. CC. Thu. January 15th. Followed by Tristan Schoolkate, AUS, versus Matteo Berrettini, ITA. CC. Thu. January 15th. Followed by Yuncheo Keat BU, CHN, versus Alexander Bublik, KAZ. CC. Thu. January 15th. Followed by Flavio Cobolli, ITA, versus Alexander Zverev, GR. CC. Day 1 results, Tuesday, January 13th. Date, time ADT. Match, court, result, Tuesday, January 13th. 10:30 a.m. Donna Vekic, CIO, versus Priscilla Hun, AUS. CC. 6-7, 4, 6 to 4-10 to 4. Tuesday, January 13th. Followed by Lena Tien, USA, versus Matteo Berrettini, ITA. CC. 6-2, 6-2. Tuesday, January 13th. Followed by Nick Kyrgios, AUS, versus Jizhen Zhang, CHN. CC. 6-3, 4 to 6-11 to 9. Tuesday, January 13th. Followed by Karen Khachanov versus Frances Tiafoe, USA. CC. 6-4, 6-4. When is the Kooyong Classic 2026? The Kooyong Classic will commence on Tuesday, January 13th and finish on Thursday, January 15th. It will be played at the Kooyong Lawn Tennis Club in Kooyong, Melbourne. Kooyong Classic 2026 confirmed fieldmen. Times Alexander Zverev. Times Nick Kyrgios. Times Lorenzo Musetti. Times Alexander Bublik. Times Karen Khachanov. Times Frances Tiafoe. Times Flavio Cobolli. Times Lena Tien. Times Matteo Berrettini. Times Marin Cilic. Times Zhong Jizhen. Times Yuncheo Keat. Times Denis Shapovalov. Women. Times Daniela Hanchichova. Times Donna Vekic. Times Alexander Ela. Times Priscilla Hun. Kooyong Classic Live 2026, a spectacular warm-up to the Australian Open. Every January, a unique tennis celebration unfolds just before the world turns its attention to Melbourne Park and the first Grand Slam of the year. The Kooyong Classic, an invitational exhibition steeped in history and sun-drenched rallies, returns for 2026, welcoming fans back to the historic courts of the Kooyong Lawn Tennis Club. Far from a typical ATP or WTA tournament, the Classic blends competitive fire with the relaxed spirit of a summer exhibition, offering players one last high-quality test before the intensity of the Australian Open. A storied tournament with a modern edge. The Kooyong Classic, originally launched in 1988 as the Kooyong Invitational, has evolved into one of the most respected exhibition events of the Australian summer. Held on outdoor hard courts that mimic the conditions players will face at Melbourne Park, it provides an invaluable bridge between off-season and Grand Slam tennis. Hey, the world's best can shake off the rust, try new tactics, build form, and entertain crowds in a more informal but still fiercely contested environment. Unlike traditional draws, the Classic typically hosts a select group of invited players, blending top talent, local heroes, and legends alike. Across 3 days, each competitor plays multiple matches, often with a mix of formats that include promotion or relegation-style play. 2026 lineup: stars, comebacks, and novel faces. This year's edition has a draw that mixes high-ranking talents, rising stars, and eclectic additions. Men's field highlights: Nick Kyrgios, Australia's mercurial favourite, makes a much-anticipated return to Kooyong as part of his comeback journey. Despite ruling out a singles run in the Australian Open to focus on doubles after knee and wrist surgeries, Kyrgios has lit up the Classic with competitive spirit, defeating Asian Zhong in a thrilling super tiebreaker and sharing emotional reflections on the journey back to match fitness. Lerner Tien vs. Marin Cilic. Early Classic live scoring shows intriguing matchups such as this one, where the American rising player takes on the experienced former Grand Slam champion. Results and match details are tracked closely with live data feeds available online. Other ATP talents such as Alexander Bublik, Lorenzo Musetti, Matteo Berrettini, and Hubert Hurkacz have been reported as part of the men's field leading up to the event. These players are using Kooyong to find rhythm ahead of Melbourne, testing their serves, ground strokes, and competitive urgency in match play. Women's field attractions. Alexandra Alexila. One of the most exciting stories of the event is the presence of the young Filipina star. Ranked inside the WTA Top 50 for the first time, Ila is relishing the chance to face quality opposition on Kooyong courts. She draws Donna Vekic, echoing their recent battle in Auckland, where Ila came from behind to win. The rematch at Kooyong adds another compelling chapter to their early season journey. Donna Vekic, a consistently strong performer on tour, Vekic brings power and experience to the Classic's women's draw. Priscilla Hun and Daniela Hančičová. Hun, a home favorite, and Hančičová, the Slovakian tennis veteran making a special comeback appearance, round out a varied women's lineup that blends youthful energy with nostalgia and star power. Live scores and results as of today. Because the Kooyong Classic is an exhibition and live matches are ongoing, up-to-the-minute scores change frequently. 2 of the key matches underway include medium white star Kyrgios vs. Zhong. In one of the most talked-about matches, Nick Kyrgios defeated Asian Zhong in a tight, crowd-pleasing super tiebreaker, a showcase of his serving brilliance and fighting spirit, even if his full return to peak tennis remains a work in progress. Medium white star Tien vs. Marin Cilic. Live scoring services show Lerner Tien facing Marin Cilic in a highlighted Classic match. These live feeds, such as SofaScore, give scores set by set, serve statistics, and momentum trackers, perfect for fans following from afar. Ila vs. Vekic. Alex Ila and Donna Vekic are scheduled to meet in a rematch of their earlier face-off in Auckland. The Classic encounter provides both players with valuable match play under hot, competitive conditions. Schedule and broadcast info. The Classic runs from 13 to 15 January 2026, with day sessions scheduled in the Australian afternoon and evening, local time. First rounds typically run early in the day, with follow-up matches spanning mid-afternoon to evening, offering a full slate of tennis across 3 sunlit days.